this to you. I will be patient, kind, faithful and true. To a man who loves music, a man who loves art, respects the spirit world.
Nigga, he played that boy.
I'm in love with the money, love, baby. Shit might drive you crazy. All the fussing and the fighting, but you still my lady. Shit, I got love for you, but boo, keep it true. Don't play me like a fuck nigga, and I don't play you. Lil' boo, taking shots, better give it all you got. Cause if you fuck up with me, I'ma shoot the whole spot. Keep it gangsta, keep it true. Don't play.
3,
2,
1.
what's good, everybody? It is The Wave. This is our second podcast. Second.
What's good, y'all?
It's good, y'all. All right, we're going to start
What
this
it do,
podcast
baby?
off with one of y'all's comments. And Skating on Forces said, what are y'all thoughts on off the grid, living off the grid? So we kind of looked into it earlier. So basically it's like living, like, it's like having no address. I wouldn't say specifically identity, but just like basically nobody knows where you're at. You're isolating yourself. So what are your thoughts? Like, how would you like to live like that? Or
Depending on my wealth. It's just depending on how much money I have.
I mean, you can it doesn't have to be like some type of freaking mega mansion. Build it out of wood, you know.
I feel like
I
It's just
don't know. Do y'all like being alone sometimes or not?
yeah,
Is it just, or
sometimes
is it
you
just
need to
me?
be. I feel like you need to be, but sometimes you can't be like
Too alone.
too alone.
But then again, it's not like implying that you have to be by yourself, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
Like,
like your
like-
family type shit, like you and your family just
Yeah,
get away
like,
from
yeah.
get away from
Yeah,
like
just like isolate yourself.
yeah.
I honestly think it would be pretty dope. You have like everything that you need like there, you know.
Yeah.
It'd be something to try.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
If you got the place, you got the
But I
money
feel
for
like
it.
there's something I couldn't get used to, cause I like being around people.
Like interaction.
Yeah.
But no, it'd be something to try. Definitely.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
For a month, just go out and fucking don't talk to nobody. Leave your phone somewhere. Leave
Yeah.
your phone down here and go out somewhere for a month.
Yeah, but like, and then we could still like make videos and stuff like that, you know. So it's
Yeah.
not total like isolation, but like you're just away from nobody. Like nobody can get to you. That'd be
Damn.
crazy. Like nobody knows where you are. So like,
that'd-
something go down, you're done.
I gotta tell my mama though.
So
because my
bro,
mom
that's
be
like
tripping.
another part of that that I've
For
never
real.
thought of.
I gotta tell my mom though. I'm gonna leave my phone down here.
For real though, bro, cause like, like, I don't know where the fuck you're at. I
Is
can't
it-
call you. I can't.
It's crazy. Like,
Nothing.
yeah, something goes wrong. That's it. Like,
You
no,
dead.
I don't know, wild bear or something.
Can I get a rip in the chat, please?
That's a rip
Reps in
in
the
the
chat.
chat. That's tough.
Rip in peace.
Uh,
I don't know. I think that's crazy though. I don't know. I've never
Yeah.
I've never heard of living off the grid until now.
you really have to be like a strong, like minded person. Like, even if you're not by yourself, like, you know, you have your family or something there. Like, I think that's just like, I don't know, like just to surround yourself in that type of environment. Like at a certain point, it would be very peaceful, but then it's kind of like nerve wracking, like almost insanity, you know? Like, have you seen those videos like where there's like, it's the quietest room in the world, and people like sit there for like not even like 10 minutes and like start to go crazy because it's like
Damn.
so quiet.
That'd be me, cause I can't go without music. Can't do
That's
it.
Damn.
It's crazy. It's crazy too. Like, if you play music or like talking there, like you feel like it's just getting sucked away.
Damn.
That's what I've heard. Like, it's
I've
crazy.
never heard of that shit.
Fuck no,
But it
me neither.
sounds fucking crazy.
Like, imagine sitting there
I'm good on that one.
and literally you hear no air. Like, you literally only hear like your blood flowing and your heart beating. That's how silent it is,
Dum, dum.
and it drives people insane.
Fuck, I don't know.
Dude, okay,
That's crazy.
I'm gonna just ask this: do y'all think that should be like a punishment, like
I was about to say that. I was like,
for like
yeah.
like for prisoners and stuff like that? Like,
I mean,
that
it's
could.
basically how it is, especially for niggas that like kill people.
I mean, yeah, they get locked up like in a, what is it? It's called
I don't know what it's called.
like when they get isolated from the other inmates. What is it? It's called. I forgot what it's called.
I don't know.
they're
Like,
just
they
in a,
even
like
do
a
that for the
small ass room.
They
Though.
even
Yeah.
do that for the special ed kids, like at school. It's called the Blue House.
What?
Yeah, it's right there on that on that.
Oh
same
yeah.
street.
I know
For
what you're
real?
They
talking
got a
about.
basketball court in front of it. Yeah, it's called the Blue House, like for the badass special ed kids. Like they just sit in there, bro, all day.
But it's not like they're isolated from. They're still with other people.
No, they
Yeah.
stay in a room by themselves.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, bro. It's like timeout for the whole day. It's like ISS for special ed kids, but they like.
And the parents.
I
just
guess
let that
that's just how
happen?
they learn.
They
though.
don't have no control.
'Cause, I
I
mean-
mean, they leave them at school. They're not in the parents' hands no more at school.
I know, but like that's kind of like torture though.
I mean, we go to ISS, but we're not alone.
But
Well, I've never been to
But it's
ISS.
not like torture. It's not like like, and it's not like I don't want to say like they can't help themselves, but it's like
Yeah,
you
I
know
mean,
they're not in the right
They really
mindset.
can't.
That's actually like really messed up. I never
Fuck
knew
that.
that.
Fuck them.
That's crazy, bro. No, but I feel like that could really turn into a punishment. Like just sit them in like a quiet, like super quiet room where all they have is basically their thoughts. And
Oh, no, that's crazy.
Sitting there for days. Like people can't even take 10 minutes of it, and you're
Okay,
gonna be
days
sitting
I'd
there.
probably like trip.
That's all.
Damn, I'd have to
That's
sleep.
that's like the fine line of like just human cruelty, but like then again there's death penalty, so it's kind of like, like,
the same. Like
but it goes into torture, so it's like, but that's crazy. It's actually legal to actually like torture a person.
I know.
fuck yeah.
You like
What would be y'all's last meal?
Pussy. I mean,
mashed potatoes. And
Oh my
chicken.
God, this
fuck, here we go
dude.
with these fucking smashed potatoes.
Everywhere we
Bro.
go to eat, he's gonna ask for mashed
Okay,
potatoes.
you're acting like you don't have your favorite food though.
Hey, them hot wings be hitting on God.
I'm getting some wings, bro.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
wings
what I'm
with
saying.
ranch, hella ranch. I keep the thing on me. You heard?
This
Fuck
man has a
no, right.
bottle of ranch next
Keep
to
the
him.
thing on me. You heard?
He was.
What's y'all's favorite? My favorite ranch is from Wingstop.
Oh, now my favorite ranch, the one that come with the Domino's pizza, the little cups.
Yeah, I
Ooh.
just hate when it be warm though. I hate
Yeah.
warm ass ranch.
my favorite ranch probably be Wingstop. Yeah.
Nigga said I hate warm ass ranch.
It's just nasty, bro.
Yeah, it has to be cold. That'd be nice. Yeah. But getting back into more of the life stuff. I know y'all guys saw. Well, I don't know. Did you see Seabass's video?
Nah, I didn't.
No.
Yeah, I
You,
saw that
you,
video.
I watched the first and second one. I didn't get to the third one. But that he was talking some true shit, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like confidence is crazy on that shit.
For real, 'cause like I didn't see the video, but like who's gonna do that? Like,
Yeah,
you know, who's gonna post a video of them talking about themselves?
Like
What they think
nowadays
about
it's,
life.
it's so
Rare.
so rare to
Nigga got
find.
hella confidence for that shit.
And and it's not like he's
Shout
posting it
out that
on
nigga.
YouTube and stuff like that, like where a lot of people like fake stuff. So it's like and like
You
you
can
can
tell.
just tell by
It's coming
by his
straight from the
voice and his
core.
confidence.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
like it's
Bro,
is
and
it-
people gonna hate on you, but you got people like us that are just gonna fucking.
like
gonna
it's
be with
it's
you.
crazy how like some people just take it as like, oh, that's clout.
Yeah,
Like, but like
they doing that shit for attention.
Like,
but I
like
mean,
they don't
some
even
people aren't.
like they don't listen to the message and they're just like, oh, that's clout.
Oh,
Yeah.
this
Like,
nigga's
that's
just trying to.
that's so crazy. Like how people are so quick to hate on it.
Yeah. And
But-
what if he's like seeking help too? Like,
Yeah.
Like I fucking hate people that just like
Yeah,
hate. for no
I
reason, bro.
commented under his video like how like that's really eye opening, bro. It really is. And I definitely want to get him on the podcast one day, when we start having guests and stuff. But no, like that's crazy. Just like it's good to see people like finally like just like not being scared anymore to put themselves out there and their feelings, and it's crazy how people ignore the fact like everybody has freaking feelings.
I know, bro.
Like I feel like
even the people
like
people who
guy,
like the
I
hardest.
feel like guys ourselves keep it away like the most,
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
be keeping that.
I
Like-
shit
keep
low.
that shit like low, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I can't open up to nobody. Like, there's some shit on my mind that I can't even
It-
tell
yeah.
the closest, but
I've,
not even
like-
my mama I could talk to. Like,
It's crazy. It's so crazy how, and I
Is
think it's just in society that shapes like guys like
it's just
like,
weird though.
like we're not soft.
yeah,
like I just can't talk to you about it. Like it's like no hard shit. Like
Yeah.
I just can't talk to you about it.
it's-
I just keep it to myself.
though.
I'll figure it out on my own. And I'll
That,
be good.
yeah, that's exactly how I am.
It's like you're selfish with it, huh? But it's hard
Yeah.
to not be selfish when you've done everything on your own. You know what I mean? I'm talking straight. I'm good.
You want me to talk like this, nigga?
No, but yeah, it's very rare that you just see guys, especially like I ain't even trying to be like sexist or nothing like that, but like you always see like girls kind of opening up
To other
like,
girls too.
but you never really see guys like
Yeah.
just come out and be like,
And I know there's some guys that do it, but like most of them, I know
Yeah.
from what I know.
yeah,
Especially like to put it out into the
social media, and, like,
community like that.
and being such
Knowing how
like-
fucking fucked up the internet is.
yeah,
Yeah,
especially like
and,
niggas
and,
be talking shit
and
crazy.
people know him like he's a like
well-known
person. I'd say he's popular, and like in his video he views himself like basically as a piece of shit, which is
Yeah.
crazy. Like like you really have your own mindset of yourself, and it's crazy. Like you tag yourself as something like nobody else really sees you as, and that powers over like everything. Like stop, bro. But
Why
no,
this
like
shit pop up
like
That shit popped up anyways.
but
Was
like
good, yeah.
but like your mind is crazy powerful, bro.
Fuck yeah.
It's like stupid powerful. It can literally like it literally changes everything.
It takes over your whole body. Like
It is your whole body. It's crazy because like not even like okay, like just on some weird shit. Like you can glance at something and see something so totally different that your view like your view is your mind. Like it's telling you what you're seeing, but it's something totally different, and like you can't see like on some like weird shit. Like the black and blue dress and the golden like like
The
you're-
Vans. Have you seen the Vans? The little
Yeah.
blue and
yeah.
This is white and pink fam, but
it's
alright.
blue, bro.
And
It's
that-
just weird how people see other shit. I don't understand.
You can't like it's your brain.
Like on those like little snippets of like things that you can hear. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
like-
some songs and shit. Like, you know what I
Are you
mean?
talking about like when they say a word? And
Yeah.
then, like yes, bro. That's
People
so
hear different
crazy.
shit. It is crazy.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
yeah.
You're that's,
What are you
we
talking about?
we will never know like how stupid powerful the brain is, and like I think I've seen something like we only like use like 5% of like our brain. Like
Damn.
like it's I don't like I said in the first video, don't take none of this like correctly.
Yeah,
this is
'cause-
just all off of hunches and internet. So
Yeah, sometimes I be throwed off in the head. I be talking. Out
Yeah.
my ass.
this is all like just opinion type shit, but
Yeah.
no, but like yeah, it's like there's so much more you can like feed your brain and just use it, but like it's literally so complicated that like your brain can't even feed it to your body because it'll probably just shut down. Like it's crazy. I don't. This is like a whole day's worth of a podcast, but like going back to just the video,
We could just talk about so much shit, dude.
Yeah,
for
like
fucking
it's
hours.
crazy.
just from your brain, that proves how powerful
And it
is.
just stacks up and comes
It-
back
it's-
and forth, back and forth.
Yeah,
Because at first we were just talking about that off-grid shit. Now
Yeah.
we're to like this shit.
Into like deep mental toughness.
okay.
type
I'm gonna
shit.
just touch on it one more time. Your brain literally is like autocorrect, or like if it literally like it relates everything you talk about and just puts it in your brain. Like it's a huge like history basket.
history back.
history basket. And like you can like it's not no computer. You can never clear your history. Like it'll always like relate to something like you know.
True.
Like a simple word will it'll relate it to so many like different moments in your life, and that's how you talk.
Yeah.
Because it relates to different moments in your life, and like that's okay.
Now hold on, time out. I wish like I could remember like all the shit from when I was little. Talking about memory
I
and
know.
shit. That shit sucks, bro. Because
It's just weird how we don't remember.
Oh,
Like,
that
yeah.
is,
there's some people who do remember like everything.
but then again, how do you know they're not lying?
Oh, true. Shit, I don't know. I mean, you can only go based off.
You probably can only know that, like if you experience. Turn it
a
up.
little bit, yeah, just a little bit. Right there, yeah. Good
All
right
right.
there.
All right, but getting back just to the self-confidence and just
Shout out that nigga though, for real.
yeah, shout out Seabat.
can-
Like I don't even know him. Like I've never talked to him or nothing. Like I've just seen him on social media, and that's how I know he's just.
I just
like,
know he's a fucking track star.
Yeah,
He is?
yeah.
That dude's
Oh,
cold.
cross country too, right? He does cross
Yeah,
country.
Shit,
Yeah.
I don't even know. I just went to the same church as him growing
bro.
up. Yeah.
And he kind of touched off of our last podcast. Not saying I don't know if he was a podcast, he should, but how we
And
were just
subscribe and like to it.
how we're just talking about religion and like
Oh yeah.
you never really know, like, and he's saying like his relationship with God is good, like like I think I want to say he's not a pastor, but like he's like a person that like knows deep about God.
Yeah, he said he was getting closer to him too. So
Yeah.
that's good too. But he said he's
Like he
keeping
still
that-
questions himself,
Yeah, like
you know?
if there is a God and shit like that.
and that's crazy. Just a
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that either, because I
oh
do that
no,
shit every
of course not.
day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and that's what he was trying to reach out to people, that like you're really never alone. Like there's billions of people like that literally
Going through the
there
same
could
shit
be
you are.
somebody across the world that literally has the same life as you.
Literally across the street too.
Honestly,
That
You-
ass
you
is
never
a
know.
small ass world.
and I think that's just the message that he was just trying to send out.
crazy.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
true.
it's crazy, but like you never really alone, and I think that was just a really good message that he was just trying to put out. So shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, real
really.
talk. Real talk.
I don't know if you watch the podcast or not, but I'm definitely gonna send this podcast to you in your DMs. A link. But no,
In the DMs.
we definitely need to get you on the podcast one day for sure.
Real talk.
I feel like we need to get more love from Permian. I feel like all our love comes from OHS or like people
Yeah.
that just we only know.
Yeah.
Same with
Shit,
like
it'll eventually
your
come
channel
through.
and then my channel.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try and throw shade, but I'm just gonna do a rough number, like 50%. 50% of Permian people, bro,
Hey,
and it's not even like no hate, no rival. Like I literally don't believe in none of that. Literally just like hate just because we're OHS.
I know it's just
It's ridiculous. it really is, like, and then that's just like another like just way of seeing like our society and like what it can really like do to people. Like we were literally having a photo shoot during Christmas
yeah.
Yeah.
at the lights over here by my house, which I will not give out, but there was lights and we were taking pictures. I literally could not hear you.
Yeah, he did.
We did?
Yeah.
Oh, well. Recap.
Yeah. Recap. Them niggas was just talking shit and fuck
Like,
them niggas.
Like why? Like what? Like why do you think that's okay? Like we're just going by our day, and
Bro,
just
it's like-
because we have our Lettermans on, you drive by.
Like what
And-
drags you to hate? What I mean.
And literally the first thing they
Clout
said
chasing
was,
ass niggas.
"Did y'all make it to playoffs?"
Fuck you niggas.
Just
I was
roll-
like, I didn't care about all that. I just cared about
Like-
the reason that.
Fuck y'all niggas.
like literally like I didn't even know anybody in the car. Like we were just minding our business. They rolled down the window. Did y'all make it to playoffs? Like y'all suck. Like,
they're just gonna hate.
Like-
And
though.
neither of them had
And-
ever touched
the field.
the field.
And none of them got out the car, by the way.
Yeah.
After I told them to get out the car, they didn't get out.
Pussies.
No, but like I don't even want to throw shade on y'all, but like it's really disrespectful, and
Not just to them, I mean to anyone.
yeah, to anyone, just like that just judges people off of
What were y'all
thing-
doing? A little photo shoot or what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
We were just at the lights, just taking a photo shoot.
And Bird got on his feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
but
fucking tired of people talking shit about me, bro.
oh man,
I used to be like that, bro, but
yeah, I got to like where there's like
Bro, especially if you pop
you
it,
can't
bro.
let any
Niggas gonna hate on you regardless.
Yeah,
Envy and jealousy.
but I don't even like to take it as I'm popular. I don't ever view myself as that, and that's not no like self downing stuff, but like it's humble. You know?
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Like, yeah, I just don't like to see myself as like I obviously see myself as a role model. Like you always like
Got people looking up to you.
yeah,
and shit,
like
yeah.
so you gotta like do the right thing and just stuff like that. But I just don't like see myself as like, oh, he's a cool kid in school and stuff like that.
I was watching that earlier.
Shit, I had to watch that whole about 3 times while they all these niggas.
Oh man.
Yeah, could y'all tell me a difference between living and being alive?
Living is being happy. If you are not happy, whatever makes you happy, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, be real blunt. If it is killing somebody, I'm sorry, but that is living for you. It's not right, but it's living. If it makes you happy, if that's the way your brain works,
Yeah.
that's living. And just being alive is just the act of breathing, the act of your heart pumping.
Here for a good time, not a long time.
Yes, sir. He said
Facts,
it right.
facts, facts.
Straight facts. What's your
What's your take
I don't know.
on
I don't need to hear y'all's thoughts. But
okay.
I really don't. got
I
much
really
to say
don't
about it.
like, I don't know, like living and just like, what'd you say? Living
Or being
the point of
alive?
living, being alive, like
What's the big difference about that?
what's, I don't know, like living is like when you're like content with what you're doing, like he said, like your heart's pumping and shit, like boom, 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 and then just being alive is just being there, like not knowing what's your purpose on.
I think you said that backwards.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. But
But
yeah,
yeah,
for me,
I got what you're saying.
Yeah.
Bro,
But
though,
yeah,
like-
it's really just
like if you don't have a goal, bro, like what the fuck? Like
Yeah. But it's crazy because there's a lot of people that just
live in the moment.
their mentality is like you don't really have a goal, you just go with the flow.
Yeah, that's how I am. I feel like, cause like, cause after high school, I still don't know what I want to do.
Yeah.
That's why, I hate thinking about the future too, cause I don't want to dictate something and then be upset in the long run if it don't go that way.
Yeah.
But then if I do dictate something, I want to push myself to, you know.
yeah, cause it's gonna fuck with you, bro, if you don't ever make it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's good to set goals but you can't just set a goal and just like let it come to
Think
you.
you're gonna
you know?
fucking do it.
Yeah, it has to be like a goal that's, like I can't just say like, oh, I'm gonna make it to the league, cause the chances of that is low as fuck. But it's good
Yeah,
to have
but-
that there. You know what I mean? It's good to have that. There.
Yeah, but but you gotta believe in your goal too.
Yeah, for sure though.
It's not like you just throw it out there to the universe and just let that be. You know, my take is nothing will ever be given to you. You know,
Facts. I hate
Straight
handouts.
up.
and I ain't even gonna really touch on this a lot. A lot of people just see me as really
A dumbass.
that too. But just a really, people call me rich. I mean,
Rich ass.
I mean, people take me as that, and I mean,
Do you hate it sometimes?
of course I hate it.
I mean, but you can't. I feel like.
I mean, I don't ignore the fact that I got money. Yeah, I got money. But and I'm not gonna sit here and say it's all my money. Like
Yeah, I feel
my mom like busts her ass every single day.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like she was just in here a while ago. It is 5:00 in the morning, and she was
She was
literally.
getting
It was
for-
probably like 4 when she came in here.
Damn.
Fuck
son.
no,
Go-
it was
go-
5.
Bro, she
Or
just
fi-
walked in.
Whatever. Okay, but like
Either way, she's up early and fucking grinding.
Yeah.
grinding for her business, you know, like
And she
since-
probably went to sleep late. Facts. Shit
like
crazy.
she works hard every single day.
Shout out to the single mamas and shit.
Straight up.
Real chop.
Like
I like
my whole family, every single member of my family owns their own business. Well, not every single one, but you know,
most majority.
majority. You know, Grandpa has a trucking business, which I share with him, and a lot of people don't take that seriously. But if you look at the papers, my name is on that contract, and people don't think I do a lot, but I really do. I'm not even gonna go into depth with it because I shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
But you know,
Let them niggas talk. Fuck it.
yeah. But I'm that's another thing of just self-love. I know who I am and I know I work. So yeah, it makes me mad, but it's like at the end of the day, I know my work ethic and I
Yeah.
know my like strive, my grind. So I mean, I just let that be. And that's a message to everybody else who just lets people just talk down and who you are.
Yeah.
And even if you're great and you let them talk you down, never let anybody talk you down. Just off of
Sticks and stones.
stuff you have or stuff
Just
you
don't
don't
listen to
have.
them. It's
Like
not fucking worth it, bro.
Yeah, don't kill yourself ever. That shit's dumb.
yeah.
Like, bro.
And just touching on that, I don't know if Josh is 100%, but I'm getting a tattoo, a semicolon,
Man,
to
bro, I done
represent
told you this already.
suicide prevention. So that's another big, just pet peeve in my life.
Talking about suicides, I see it right here on the list. What's y'all's take on tattoos and culture? And like people always like abuse it, like saying like, oh, God made your body a temple, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he made it for a reason. Like, what's your take on that?
I understand that. Oh, were you gonna say something? Oh, I understand a lot of that. I don't even know. I'm not that good on the Bible.
Yeah, me neither. But especially like religious people, like,
It's based on your religion, though.
yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's your body. You should do what you want with it.
Yeah, and another thing is just the way people view people with tattoos. Like
Yeah.
they're like, oh, yeah, tattoos. Like he's kind of like,
yeah,
you know,
He's a fucking weirdo.
like, oh, he's a bad person, blah
Yeah.
blah blah.
yeah, definitely.
But I know pastors who have tattoos.
Yeah,
Like, come
yeah.
on now.
and
It's just the way you see things, though.
but
It's-
it also has to do with the person getting the tattoo. Like it has to be meaningful.
True.
You know.
Yeah, if
Can't
I
just
ever
get
get
a fucking dragonfly on your neck and not know what the
That-
fuck
that-
you're getting it for.
it could be
Yeah,
meaningful.
that's
Yeah,
just my take
true.
on it. Like, but like you said, it is your body. You know, you do
what you want with
do
it.
what you want. But just in
To
my
a certain extent, though, don't just
Yeah.
go fucking. I don't know, 'cause some people got some crazy ass tattoos.
rappers.
Piercings, too, bro. Like, that shit's crazy.
But
Holes
no,
in their cheekbones and shit.
hey, but
Yeah.
like people literally transform themselves. Like I saw on Snapchat, like a Snapchat story the other day where a person literally turned themselves into a alien.
Huh?
Like they have no sex. Like I'm pretty sure it was a guy,
Damn, their life sucks.
but like there's nothing there.
Damn, so they got no wee wee?
No cuckoo, no pee pee. They ain't got nothing. It's so, but like that's what makes that person.
That person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
everyone's different. Unique.
so
that shit
the-
crazy though. I wanna look into that shit.
So yeah, that just goes into it's your body, so you do what you want.
Yeah, I
But,
feel like that too. Tats coming soon though. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I just want. I don't care about tattoos. I just want a meaningful one. If I
Yeah.
were to get one,
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
you.
and that's just my take. I feel like you
my
have
parents fucking hate that shit, though.
yeah.
My mom did too, bro. But I mean, it's her name.
Yeah, I'm sure she's not gonna give a shit about that.
I mean,
Mama.
she did, bro. She was tripping. She
For
used to
real?
always tell me, bro, like if you ever get a tattoo, like I'm gonna rip that hoe off. Like I'm gonna scrape it off your body. Like for real. She
Mom,
would tell
you're
me
gonna
like
get
she's
it
gonna
infected.
kill me.
You're gonna kill me.
Like, bro, she used to be like that. But I feel like it's just like, I don't know.
if it means something
Like what you're
to
saying
you,
about religion.
and it,
Yeah, 'cause
like,
my mom's real like into like all that. It's 'cause my grandma, she's real religious too. Like, I think
Yeah,
she
that's
probably
what
read the
mine are
Bible
too.
like 20 times. For real.
that's crazy. I've always wanted to be able to finish the Bible.
I can't read.
I feel like
No, I'm kidding.
Like
I feel like there has to be like a certain like maturity level for you to fully. You can read the Bible, of course, but to fully understand it.
Yeah, what are you
and
gonna
take
get
it
out
all
of
in-
it
take it
after
all
you
in.
read it?
Yeah, you know. So I feel like it's I mean, it's always good to read it because you always take a little bit from it because like there's certain things that you'll always probably just understand.
Yeah, you learn different things though, 'cause even in books you read, random
like,
books you read, you
if
learn
I
some
read
shit.
Like To Kill a Mockingbird. Have you ever read that book?
Yeah.
You gotta read that book so many fucking times to understand it. Like even my fucking English teacher told me that he read it like 15 times and he still has more to learn about it.
I didn't ever like. I just listened to it and then Quizlet helped me out on that.
For
Also
real.
tests.
Yeah, for real, 'cause I hate reading, bro. Like every other subject, bro, I love. I just hate reading, bro. I hate writing stories and shit too.
Yeah, I can write.
I'd rather tell a story than fucking
Write
Right.
it down, yeah.
Definitely. We totally.
And I'd
got
rather
it.
listen than read. 'Cause I
Same.
can't read.
I
bro.
can't. I just hate reading, bro. Like I used to love that shit when I was little though. I
I'll
used
just
to
get
love
off-
to read.
like, I'll
all
just
the
get off
Johnny
top,
Lee
or
Jones
I'll
books
just-
and shit.
I'll just fucking days off. And
Yeah, I get distracted easy as fuck. So.
I don't think I've ever been into reading. Like my mom literally has to like force me to read,
Damn.
or she like
it's
keep
good
me
for
up
you
and
though. I
just-
heard it's really good.
Yeah, it opens up your mind, and I think that's another another wave coming in. Podcasting. It's basically like reading. It's like a full lesson. Well, depending on what the podcast is, of course, but it's basically like
I'd rather watch a podcast than read a book.
yeah, and they're
the same.
the way they're making it accessible now, like on iTunes and stuff, like they have the little podcasting. And we are gonna try and put it on iTunes and stuff like that once we stop
Yeah, better go listen to this shit.
cursing a lot because you know they probably won't accept it. But we're going to try definitely. So when that happens, we will always let y'all know. But no, I think that's another big wave of just a way to take in knowledge and just boost your everyday life and just because I know I've definitely got into podcasts lately. I think that's one of the biggest reasons I started one, or we started one. I ain't even trying to take no shine away. But I try to listen to a podcast every morning.
Damn.
Like I listen to Gary V.
Yeah, that nigga cool.
Bro, he is so freaking smart, bro. Just like
Bro,
he
you
he
watch
does
one podcast, bro, and you feel like a fucking
genius.
Yes, bro.
And that's good, and I think that's why it's a wave coming in because just it's that person reading the book basically. But like they say it how they want it, how people
They tell like the story.
how they want people to hear it, So like when you're reading a book, you can take a lot from it, but it depends on how you
Depends.
on how you like take it and read it. Like
Yeah, because we're the authors of this book, really. This shit crazy.
you say it how you want it, and you explain it, So I think that's just a good thing about podcasts, But
I like watching YouTube every day. Like I gather a lot from it.
yeah,
A lot from it.
A lot of information, too. Especially them Fortnite videos. Boy, oh, God.
yeah. I think that's just a new turn in education, because I know a lot of schools are trying
Google
to
it, YouTube it. I mean, fuck.
Quizlet.
I think a lot of schools are trying to stay away from it, like from using technology, but it's getting so strong now, and it's hard to stay away from it.
Remember that, what was it called? They was trying to, like, make us pay for internet and shit.
Oh yeah.
What was it called?
I know what you're talking about. It was
yes.
What's it called? Like, they were going to make, like, Google, like,
But you gotta pay for your shit.
Yeah, $1, like, a month and shit like
Yep.
that.
I
Like,
saw
for
that.
Snapchat, everything. What was it called, bro?
I totally forgot. I think it was like some presidential stuff or something like that. I feel like it was.
I know what you're talking about, but I just don't know what the fuck like.
Yeah, what the
what it was
situation was.
called.
Yeah.
It's called
I remember like at school, like teachers would tell us to fucking vote. That's all I
yeah.
remember.
Oh, yes,
what's it
yeah.
called, bro?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. We're probably gonna sit here all podcast and just think about it, but yeah.
I'm just gonna come to my head.
Like people try to take technology away, but like they're really just taking away from themselves. Like there is so much in technology. Yes, of course, there's a lot of bad. There's bad in there's good and bad in everything, literally in everything. Like in a wall, like there's good parts of the wall that are very strong, but there's also very weak parts of the wall. You know, so there's good and bad to everything. So I think people just need to open their mind to things. You know, so I feel like yes, there should be a part of school where there's no technology, but then again, you gotta accept the fact that it is literally like the brain of society these days. You know?
What if school ends up fucking being like just kinder to 10th grade? That'd be crazy.
I think
Damn.
if they do it right though, you know, I think the way they do it right now is good, but you know something can always be better. But that's hard though because you know you never know what you, even when you graduate, you never really know what you want to be. So taking it to that extent, it's basically you got to shape your children, and that goes into like Asian culture, like not even like no racist shit, like Asian parents, like they literally like they shape their kids. Like I'm not saying everyone, you know, but
Smart ass motherfuckers.
bro, I have plenty of friends, like plenty of Asian friends that are just crazy smart, and it's because Josh is still trying to find it. I
Bro,
told
no
you
funny.
you're gonna stay all podcast trying to find this
Nah,
out.
watch me, bro. It's fucking with me that I can't get this shit.
While Josh looks at that, but like, so if they were to take it to that extent, I really feel like you would just have to shape someone would have to shape you, because you don't come out a freaking newborn baby like I want to be an entrepreneur, you know. But then again, you could start exposing stuff like that more at a younger age instead of freaking Muppets and you know.
Would you rather would you rather homeschool your kids or like make them go to school?
Nah, make them go to public school for sure. Cause bro, if you homeschool your kid, like they have nothing to like. I don't know. I feel like even like I feel like I grew up around like the people you know what I mean? Like I am who I am because of the people who I was surrounded by when I grew up. Like if you grew up alone, like what the hell? Especially if you ain't got no brothers or sisters like me. I just had older sisters, so
that goes back to what I was saying though. There's good and bad in everything.
Like you know Tifu, bro. Like he was homeschooled his whole life. Couldn't play video games till he was like 12 or 14.
damn.
I feel like that's why he was so independent though. Like you can tell.
I think
like,
him and his brothers were in his brothers like Juke Squad and them.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But like you can tell in his streams, like and like just the way he talks, like he's very like self-confident.
Yeah, he really is. He could be. I mean, he's cocky, of course. This fucker's
But
good.
like he has a reason to be cocky. But no, like there's good and bad to everything. So there's definitely benefits of being homeschooled. Just that attention and like you get that lesson, like you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
instead of having to worry about 30 freaking kids in a class. And then there's the part of life where like you don't get shaped by your peers and stuff like that. But then there's also the bad side of being shaped by peers, you know.
Yeah.
It's just like it's a 50-50 shot, really, you know. Like you either send your kids to school and hope they don't follow the right or wrong path, and like you as a parent have to teach your kids that too.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's.
But
you're right on that.
but kids listen to kids, you know.
Yeah, like I said like your parents raise you the right way, But when you start to knowing what's right from wrong, you decide your path. Like you
Yeah.
choose what path to take.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's another benefit of this podcast and what I really want to get out of it. I don't really know y'all's goals out of this podcast, but I mean obviously to like just get it out there, just be known. But I just like we're so young still, and I feel like we are more mature than most kids. You know, we have a bigger take on most things, and I feel like we
when
just
it
have
comes
a,
down to it, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I feel like we have a more open mind, and
Yeah.
we're very different. You know.
Cause sometimes I'm childish as fuck. I'm not even gonna cap, nigga.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah, like we have that childish. We still have that childish side of us, but then like you know when
There's
it
a
comes,
time and a place.
yeah,
Yeah.
when it comes down to it, like the and it's not even like school smart stuff, you know. It's not freaking what's square root of 42 times 3, you know. It's
There's
life, just life. You gotta carry the 2, and there's the G, and you know.
Bro,
No,
what
but
if
yeah, I feel you.
you know how what's our lifespan right now? Like 80 to 100 years.
Not even like nigga, you be
I
lucky
think it's like
to make it to 80.
70 to 85.
I mean, I
Nigga,
don't know. I said 100.
nowadays.
Fucking 80 to 90.
Probably that's probably like
Yeah.
the
What if it was like 40 to 50?
well, nigga, in Odessa is probably like how it is. Nigga, people die every day.
Yeah.
That's crazy though. Like to think about it, like you'd be fucking acting way different.
I feel like
I feel like
I don't know.
you like value life like way more.
Yeah, definitely.
That'd be crazy.
Well, actually, I don't know because I never really thought about that like ever. Like damn, like
like if your lifespan was cut like half of it.
But then again, it's hard to say because you don't know
Yeah, we
what
don't
40 to
fucking
50
know.
years of your life will be. You know,
That's
a lot of people's like big like life changing things like kind of end around that time. You know, and then it's just like coasting from there. You know, just kind of just living
Yeah.
in that happy place and just relaxing. And so I mean,
I just feel
Never
like I
know.
live day by day because you never know. Like tomorrow, I could fucking die. And
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah.
So you really never know what your lifespan is, especially
for
how
sure.
fucking fucked up the world is nowadays.
It's crazy. Yep. That's just crazy. That's going back to society and just how so many things and so many factors change humans, you know? It's crazy. Like I don't know, bro. Like a simple misunderstanding of a social media post can literally change somebody's life, you know? And that goes back to the internet just being like the number one factor of shaping children.
Biggest source.
It
of
is the
everything.
biggest source.
Most powerful one.
And like going back, that's my main goal for this podcast. So since internet is such a big consumer, and that's not. I feel like I'm just talking for America, honestly, because America is like the biggest. Well, consumer and internet, you know, and we're just consumers, you know. We feed into everything that we can, honestly. And just so that the internet's like the number one consumed thing by just literally every freaking age. There's like old people just sitting on YouTube every day, you know?
Even the youngins, like nigga, like my nephew.
There's old people gaming.
videos and shit.
Yeah, like my little cousin, she's on that phone
Yeah.
24/7.
So it ranges from babies to freaking
Yes.
old people.
Like bro, when she was at the house, she kept telling Alexa to play that shit. For real? I was like, bro.
And, bro,
Your
that's
cousin
so
Alexa,
crazy.
or-
That is so crazy.
She's 3 years old, bro. She's 3.
Her name's Alexa. No, okay.
No, but yeah, that's so crazy. So that
Damn.
I just want to feed a lot of course, positivity and peace, but eye-opening stuff and
Knowledge for sure.
knowledge. Like I said, though, take it like with a grain of salt because not everything is fact checked, you know.
Yeah, for real.
But it's not just all facts, you know. It's a lot of emotion that goes into the podcast. A lot of just personal opinions, of course. So everybody's gonna have a different personal opinion, but just hoping, just one little sentence or piece that you get out of this podcast just opens your brain just a little bit more.
It helps you view shit differently too.
Yeah. So just take that with a grain of salt.
How you want it to.
Take it how you want it, but that's really what my goal is, to get out of this podcast. Just trying to make the world a better place, and I feel like a lot of people say that
and don't do shit about it.
Yeah, a lot. See, there's a lot of vloggers, you know, that just say like they want to spread peace, but it's crazy because like you just film your life, and that's weird because like that does cheer up a lot of people.
Hell yeah, especially
it's crazy,
funny as hell. Like going through some shit, you can go watch a video and
You're like, yeah, bro.
That-
Like, I could be sad as fuck all day, but I'll just
watch a YouTube video.
fucking yes, bro.
yeah.
And it'll enlighten you. You can like I'm saying, like everybody playing Fortnite nowadays. Like, okay, you're upset. All right, I'm gonna get on YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
Then when you watch like all these professional YouTube players, like fucking going
Professional.
ham, professional.
And they just be funny as fuck.
Yeah,
man.
especially like
They code at the game.
It just lightens the mood.
yeah, bro, and it makes you feel like, oh shit, like nigga, I'm finna go ham when I get on the sticks, and then boom.
Yeah. But back to what I was saying. Like, yeah, it creates a better atmosphere, of course. But I feel like you can't like tiptoe around a topic, you know. I feel like people should just talk on more like just on more like person, like just same level, like, you know, not be like, okay, he's in Vegas, he's doing this, oh look how crazy that is, and then like, all right, you stop watching the video, like, damn, wish I could be there, you know, like a lot of people, you know. And I feel like that takes them to that realm for that short period of time. But once that's over, it's like, dang, you know, it kind of makes you excuse you. But I feel like it helps people, but then like it kind of puts people down. So like I feel like a lot of big influencers and just vlogging's like the biggest thing right now. So like vloggers are like change it up every once in a while, you know, like have a sit down video. And I know there's some vloggers that do that, and just YouTubers in period they'll have that talk, you know, and just say what needs to be said at that time.
True.
So that's just one thing that I know I just like mumbled a lot, like over I guess my goal of this podcast. We literally had a list of what to talk about, and we probably checked off 2.
Yeah, but anyways,
Let's go into some like
Before
dumbass
we
questions,
do
some
that,
funny
I just want to kind of get y'all's goal from this podcast. Let's start with Lewis while Josh needs to sneeze.
What would you say?
Like, what's your main goal out of the podcast? You know, it could really be anything. I don't even care if it's fame. You know.
First of all, to get y'all's take on it, because personally, I don't know y'all 100%.
yeah,
And I probably never will.
Yeah.
But I never talked to y'all about this shit like on the regular day or on the
Yeah.
Yeah. It's something that just happened.
yeah.
Yeah, but that's just something I always wanted to get.
Like I never get your perspective on many things. I do that shit a lot too. I was moving the fucking table, but
I like to shake my knee. I'm sorry. No, but yeah, that's just something I want to get out of all my videos. Like I know I have another channel, Superior, by the way.
like I've always wanted to know what you think about this or that or this. And
Ask
same with
me.
Josh too.
Ask me.
I mean, not
Right
like
now,
without-
but he's like,
yeah.
I know,
you know what I'm
but
saying.
like, just ask.
And I don't know.
Yeah.
Cause I got my thoughts. You got your thoughts. He has
I got my
his.
thoughts.
And that's the good thing about a podcast.
And I can learn from what you said. I can learn
That's
from
what
what he
I'm saying.
said.
Yeah.
And you see how like
And the people that are
do
watching right
things.
now can learn from what we said.
And that's the perfect.
Maybe
goal
leaving a
for this
comment down.
podcast.
It's like
thinking
a
what you said.
cycle, like it just comes right back.
It
to
just
you.
cycles, and that's the main goal. Like I said from this podcast, just to open your mind just a little bit more and just get that conversation started. Doesn't matter what that conversation is. Like I said earlier,
Like, bro, you can learn so much.
your
dude.
brain literally takes everything and relates it to something in your life.
Yeah.
No matter what it is, it will relate to something in your life. I could talk about the weirdest thing and it will relate to you somehow. You know, so that's just the goal. You know, just open your mind. That's it, really.
But one goal I want to have when I get out of like 5 years from now is have a foreign car with my GPA on it. Stun on all you motherfuckers, cause I'm not that smart, bro. But I want to prove that you don't need fucking school to be successful, bro.
Anyways, my goal for this is like it's the same thing, like to spread positivity and like to like expose to people like how I see things and like you know what I mean, and like he said, like you learn from other people, like
definitely,
like how y'all have different opinions than me and like how y'all view things, how y'all's mindset is compared to my mindset, and stuff like that. But
because we when we talk, we don't really like get into depth like this.
Yeah,
like,
especially
on
like
the regular basis.
On the regular, like because especially like when we're behind the camera, it's like more like more pressure, and then I feel like we cover a whole bunch of shit. Like we can be on one topic and then we'll just throw a whole bunch of like from here to here, here to here, here to here. It's crazy though. It's dope. Like it's just a cool ass vibe. Like,
it's a very unorganized podcast, but I kind of like it.
Yeah, I fuck with it too. And there's not really many
we always
people.
we always try to stay to a topic.
Yeah.
And like I said, we made a list,
and we've only covered not even three.
Bro, this leads back to the brain. It's crazy. It's so powerful. Like it just branches off. You know, it just branches off, and you can't stop your brain from just wanting to relate.
Yeah, but yeah, that's really the main goal is just to, I guess, learn.
Yeah.
And much. Spread positivity for sure, though.
And spread what we learn and just spread like.
Yeah. And I want to get more people on here too and learn from what they want to.
Yeah, that's exactly. Eventually, it'll work like that. But I mean,
budget is very tight right now. So you know what I'm saying. I mean, it's not tight. I mean, we got some.
Yeah,
but we earned it though,
yeah,
right?
For sure.
We did our selling.
For sure.
All right.
And it wasn't illegal selling too, so don't get that shit.
The fucking bed and the
yeah.
Shout out to Trade and Post. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the Facebook. You
this
know
room
what I'm
used to
saying?
be our guest
WhatsApp.
room.
Facebook.
Facebook, but WhatsApp. But no, yeah, this used to be our guest room. So you know, so we kind of it's not done yet. And like I said, for my other channel, I will be doing a game or a setup tutorial. Not a tutorial. Oh my god. What am I saying?
A setup.
A setup video. And eventually when I finish this room, I want to do a video on this channel of our podcast room. So it's semi done. So just from what you're seeing,
25% done. For sure.
Probably 10. We're probably going to add a lot.
9.
Yeah.
Looks good though. I like it.
All right.
Yeah,
we still got a little bit of time. Let's cover one more thing.
Let's go into our funnier section of our podcast, which will probably branch out to so much more.
All right.
Is water wet?
No.
No?
No, it's not.
Dead
No.
silence. No?
It's not right, bro. Cause all right, look, this every time this.
Wait, I don't know.
Every time.
Tell me what you think.
All right, bro. Look, every time this shit pops up, bro. What I tell people, bro, is go to the internet and type in is water wet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone goes to the internet for everything, right? And the first thing that pops up, water isn't wet because it is a liquid that wets things. Once you come into contact with water, you become wet. Until then, water is liquid and you are dry.
Okay, so wait. I'm about to bust your mind.
All right, what's up?
I'm about to bust your mind right now. They say when you are underwater,
Yeah, I was about to say.
you're not wet yet.
Yeah.
But that just said when you come into contact with water, you are wet.
But you're not. You're underwater.
You're not underwater.
You're underwater.
Okay.
Okay. Look, listen to this. You step out of water, right?
Mm-hmm.
After you sink your whole body in, right?
Yes.
And you feel
come
your
out.
hair. You feel your hair. How does it feel?
But
Wet.
Like you're-
okay, but underwater, how does your hair feel? Just like how it feels right now.
not
Right or
really.
wrong?
Not really.
What? bro.
My hair just feels like
it doesn't feel wet.
It doesn't feel wet. It just feels like.
But it doesn't feel dry.
Bro, but it doesn't. It's like it feels exactly like this. You feel everything.
Bro, okay, but you can't protect yourself. You literally just look this up.
Okay, yes.
When you come into contact with water, you become wet.
Come into contact.
When
it wets things, nigga. It's a property.
If you go underwater, did you not come into contact with water?
You're not wet until you come out of the water.
Yeah. Or I don't know, bro.
You're in contact.
I hate arguing over this shit.
You're in contact with water underwater. Are you not? So you're not touching water when you're underwater?
No. Water's touching you. Listen to this. Listen to this, please.
My answer? Water's not wet. Listen, I'll tell you why. Say that something is wet means that the water on the surface of that something can be removed. You get caught outside in the rain. You say, oh, my hair got wet. Now I gotta get it redid. Oh, my shoes got wet. Now I gotta let them sit outside and dry. You don't say that the ocean gets wet. It's just water. Water is water. Fire, right? We know that it burns things, right? But it's not in and of itself burned, right? Water, it wets things, but it's not in and of itself wet. Okay? The word wet is only supposed to be used when water gets on something. For example, if I were to splash water on this mirror right here, I'd say it's wet. But if it were somehow possible to splash water droplets onto water, where you could see the water droplets sitting on the water, you'd say, oh, that water is wet. You know, I'll give you an example in a second, because I'm in a bathroom, got water in the toilet, got water in the sink, shower, sink over there. But the term wet is an adjective that is only conditional, that's used to describe the surface of something that is typically dry. Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, so the surface don't gotta be. So the surface has to be dry. It can't be wet.
Pour water on it. It becomes wet. Yes. Can it be dried? Absolutely. Therefore, it was wet. It is now dry. The water on the inside of the bottle, however, can it be dried? Absolutely. The fruit.
This dude is bad.
Exactly. You can't dry it. You can't dry it.
Do you know how you dry it? Do you know how you dry it?
How?
Water vapor. Water goes somewhere. The ocean can be dried. That's why there's like empty parts. No,
It's not dried.
Where does it go?
Up
And back
It's not
down.
there though.
and back down.
It's not there for the
What is
period of time though.
precipitation? What is precipitation?
Okay. The water cycle. Okay.
Okay.
Pause it. Pause it.
Bro, like you can't wet water, right?
So you're saying water cannot touch water?
It
You can't
it
wet
can,
water.
but you can't wet it.
Next topic.
So you don't say, oh, I just wet the water.
Because it is already wet.
How is it wet? How is the ocean wet?
You can only wet something if it's dry. That's what Josh is saying.
Yes.
So
What are you saying? Because
Even
it
if
seems like you're on both sides.
No, bro.
No, I'm
Water's
just.
not wet, fam. Just relax. Water is not wet.
All right, we gonna let y'all answer this. Y'all comment down below what y'all think.
Bro,
Give us a
hold
long
on,
description. We done.
No. Hold on.
Y'all comment what y'all think.
Website. Hold on. Last thing. There's a website, bro. I read it, bro. And once you read this shit, bro,
Another thing about the internet: do not take everything seriously off the internet because everything is created by
look,
humans, and
I
humans
think
are
this is it right
imperfect.
here, look.
So
Listen
take that.
to this. Wetness is an ability of a liquid to adhere to the surface of a solid. So when we say that something is wet, we mean the liquid is sticking to the surface of a material. Whether an object is wet or dry depends on a balance between cohesive and adhesive forces, blah, blah, blah. Cohesive forces attract forces stick together. Water actually has pretty high cohesive forces due to hydrogen bonding. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it is not as liquid wetting surface as some liquids, such as acetone or alcohols. However, water does wet certain surfaces like glass. For example, adding detergents can make water better at wetting by lowering the cohesive forces. What he's trying to say is...
Describe to me that because I didn't take nothing from that.
Okay, look. Listen, like he said, you wet glass, right?
Yep.
You can dry it,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
Okay, you can't wet water and dry it.
You dry it by putting heat on it and it evaporates.
It evaporates, and then what? It comes right back down. Oh, does it not?
You dry water with the towel. Where does the water go? In the towel.
Okay, look. So what's the towel?
Wet. What are
the
the
towel
clouds?
gets wet. The water isn't.
Because
The
the
clouds get
towel,
wet.
because the towel was a
It's
dry material.
The towel, exactly. The towel is dry, so when you put water on it, it is wet. See, you just dumbed yourself out of that hole.
No, I did not.
You basically did.
Okay.
Okay, listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. Okay, so when you're in the shower, right?
We will let y'all
All right,
answer
look,
this.
look. When you're in the shower, right, and it's hot water, right? Where does it go? To the ceiling, right? And what happens? It's still wet up there. The water's still up there. The water is not at the top of your ceiling.
That's what I just said.
You just said it goes away. It's
didn't
still
say-
there.
I didn't
So it's
say
not-
it went away.
It's not dry until it goes away.
Oh
Water's not wet, bro.
my- Okay, so how do you?
How do you dry what?
Oh my
You dry
God.
you dry something and it become what you're drying it with becomes wet. Water has the ability to wet things. Water is not wet itself.
This. We will let y'all finish this.
Water is not wet itself.
All right. Next thing. Jesus Christ. Deaf or blind? What are you taking?
Fuck. Deaf.
Deaf.
Because I cannot go my whole life without seeing.
Damn, but music, nigga, music
For
is
real.
life, fam. Like,
You hear the vibrations.
no, but but you can work on deaf too, 'cause hearing aids.
Okay, I'm talking about completely deaf. Like you ain't got
Yeah.
nothing. There's nothing to recover.
Damn.
Damn. I'm going with deaf.
Yeah, same.
Because
But hey, bro, that goes into like the complete silent room. Like you could drive yourself insane.
Not if you're deaf. You don't even know if you're basically insane if you're deaf, nigga.
That's
It's the same thing.
You-
It's the same thing. Being in a silent room and being deaf.
Exactly.
In a silent room, you're not gonna hear shit.
Exactly.
you're
And
deaf.
it drives you insane.
So you gonna get drove insane when you're deaf? I'm pretty sure there's people who have, yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, but I'm gonna be more drove more insane if I can't see shit.
yes, because that fucking sucks, bro. Like,
Yes.
I hate being in the dark.
like being blind, like wearing contacts, that shit drives me fucking nuts,
I
bro.
got 20/20 vision on you.
My contacts never bother me ever,
Like
unless like I get hit in the face or something.
Like it fucking sucks, bro. I see nothing but blurry. Like it's a picture out of focus. That's all I see.
Damn.
That is so crazy too.
And
like
that shit
yeah,
sucks, bro.
When,
Like,
when
it
you
really
take them out,
sucks.
yeah,
yeah,
thank
it's
God.
crazy because like you're like, come on, I know you can see, I know you can, and it just doesn't change.
It's
I'm
just
like,
weird. Like
Damn.
it's literally crazy.
It's for real like that?
It's
that
I
ass. Like,
probably couldn't read nothing on this screen, or just
No.
like I couldn't make out what it was from
like,
right here.
I'm that blind. I can't read like right here. If I had my contacts off,
Damn,
Like, I'm serious, bro. Like,
One
I
of my
cannot
eyes is
read.
legally blind.
Legally? Wait,
Legal.
what's that mean?
Like it's like
Can it be legal?
horrible.
Can
like
it be illegally blind? Nigga. All right.
no,
well,
but I'm blind as fuck.
no, like the point to like where it can be considered blind. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I feel you.
So one of like I think it's my left eye that's considered blind. So, but I wear contacts, so I'm chill.
But yeah, the recap of that, I'd rather be deaf because
Deaf.
you can feel.
Deaf.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. All right,
But let us know what y'all take on.
we're gonna do one more little crazy joke.
Suck dick or your mom died.
I'm slurping that home. My mama ain't dying today, coach.
A double-handed yuck, boy.
I'm getting the.
2 hands on that hoe, boy.
Oh God,
Nah,
I'm not letting my mama die. Hell
Yeah,
no.
I'm never gonna let it. This dude really think about it. Get the fuck
I
out
ain't
of
thinking
here.
about it, but y'all ain't had to take it that far. Well, y'all said two. You just gotta suck it, man.
Nigga, I'm sucking that dick, boy. My mama not dying. What you mean?
I suck it too, but I ain't about to. Your 2 hands, boy.
I'm making sure my mama not dying. What you talking about?
Nothing is gonna happen to her, bro.
Nah, but
I'm-
for real, nah. Dead ass, bro.
I'm gonna have
Like,
to
on
take
a
it.
serious talk, bro.
What the fuck?
What you
Nah,
serious
fam,
about?
Like, this ain't even like cool, bro. You can't even like joke about this shit, bro. Cause what if that shit happens, bro?
Josh, shut the
Nigga,
you sucking
What if
dick,
that shit
bro.
happens, bro?
Mama's
What if
not
that
gonna
shit
die.
happens, bro?
Then
Like
you,
then
a
suck
nigga
the
held,
dick. You gonna
a
suck
nigga
on
holds
dick.
your mama hostage, right?
Okay,
Says
then
like you gotta suck
that-
my
that-
dick, nigga,
Okay.
or I'ma kill your mama.
Okay, then you just gonna have to suck it.
If you don't end this podcast right now, nigga, I'm going.
But we got one more thing to talk about.
Say you swear on God.
Swear to God.
All right, what's up?
What's your bucket list?
Damn, we gonna have to carry it because I got a lot of shit on my bucket list, and this has been an hour.
Just give your main.
No.
Your main bucket.
What we was talking about earlier. Why doesn't glue stick inside of the bottle?
Oh, man, what the
Not
fuck?
another one of these, bro. Because I'm gonna be arguing with him. I'm gonna want to kick him off the podcast.
What's your thing?
Vote.
I don't know. Does that have to do with something with air? Maybe, I don't know.
Like, so basically, like, how does it come out? Like, how does it not stick to the bottle?
I told you, bro.
What?
I looked it up.
What
And
did?
look, as the water evaporates, the glue dries and hardens. All that's left are the sticky polymers that holds things together. So why doesn't the white glue stick to the inside of the bottle? When white glue is inside a bottle, there's not enough air inside the bottle
Yeah, I was thinking about something with
to
air.
cause the water to evaporate to make the glue sticky.
Wait, so
Damn.
there's water in glue.
There's water in glue. Is that
Is
what
there
you
milk
asked?
and cheese? It's cheese, nigga. But you can't have no cheese without no milk. You can't have no glue without no water.
I didn't know that. My
Oh,
bad.
my fault.
You learn something every day, man.
Facts, real talk.
Straight facts. Glue.
But damn,
glue has water
you
in
do
it.
learn. I didn't know that shit. That you needed air in order for it to.
That's what I
stick.
thought. Like without googling shit.
It's kind
I
of
thought it
common
was something
sense,
with
like
air.
now that you look back at it.
Yeah, because you.
Because
Because
if you look at a bottle of glue, you're not gonna see a shit ton of air in it.
True. That's crazy how they get the air out of it.
like
though.
them hot Cheetos that just be like halfway full. That shit
Fucking
pisses me off.
stupid, bro.
I know your ass be mad at that shit, nigga.
Pissed off.
All right, so drop all the questions you want. I encourage you. Please drop questions.
We gonna answer them hoes.
Drop topics. Everything you want, just drop it. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, give
Whoever's
us,
watching, make a YouTube channel. Just comment.
please. We want feedback from you guys.
Let us know.
And we have a Twitter too, The Wave. Let's actually.
We might even do some polls too.
Yes,
Yeah, for
on our
sure.
main channels, we will link everything down in the description. Just go hit it up. We'll have polls coming up. Just DM us. You know,
no stripper pose. I know you thoughts be wanting to fuck, you know.
just DM us with ideas and topics, and just
Yeah.
open up our mind. We sit here for an hour a day just to open up your mind. Just give us something to open up our mind, and it
Yeah.
might end up in the podcast. So that's
You
just
might even be here too.
yeah,
Facts.
exactly. You know,
In the long run.
in the long run, of course, like I said, budget a little tight right now because we
We're not gonna judge you. I mean, unless you think water's wet.
Unless you're gay.
Dude.
Whoa, buddy. Whoa, whoa, brother.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
But no, yeah, like there's no judging. So just send
We love
whatever
all
you
people.
want. All people. So, like I said, send questions, send comments, like showing love, or
Yeah.
just hate if you want. I don't know. Do what you want. Like I said, you're only living if you're happy. So do what you want. And
Nah, we love y'all for real though.
and like I said, we just gotta spread peace and open up everybody's mind. Did somebody fart?
That nigga let that hoe go.
But that's gonna end this podcast today, guys. It ran a
It's
little
the
bit
wave.
longer.
Get on and ride that hoe.
You gotta ride it. You gotta ride it.
No, man.
You might fall
Ride
off the
it,
wave a
ride
little
it.
bit.
Yeah,
But
you know, you
always gotta get
learn
back
you can't
up.
surf the first time. You can't.
I
can
don't
ride- I
even
can
know how
ride
to
your
surf,
bike.
but I
Me
know how to
neither.
surf this wave. Get to know how to surf this wave.
Facts.
Appreciate all the love. We got a lot of love on the first video.
Yeah, for sure. It's crazy.
I know. Shout out Aaron. You'll definitely be on the podcast. You will definitely be on the podcast. I know you got a YouTube. I don't know if you're still posting videos, but I will link his YouTube channel down below because I know he is just. We don't talk
Fuck with us. Yeah, he
yeah,
fuck with us.
I don't talk to you a lot, but I
He
know,
be making music, don't he too?
Yeah, he
That
made.
nigga
Yeah,
can
he
sing
makes some
shit.
music,
He be on a piano.
and he can
too.
sing too.
That nigga be singing this shit.
Hey. No, but shout out to you, bro. Thanks for the love, and
Yeah,
just
shout out
thank
to all of y'all, for
everybody
real.
who viewed the video just to click on
Everybody
it, just to
showing love.
view it a little bit. You know, even if you watch the whole podcast, you know,
Hey, that's love for real.
that's straight love. Because I know it's hard to watch, you know, a whole hour and it's probably
Like 3 dudes fucking talking.
Yeah.
Talking fucking shit. Talking
But
shit.
So maybe if you got something on your mind that you want us to talk about, just
you know what I'm saying?
comment.
Yeah,
Well,
comment
that's
that too.
That's why we need y'all to comment so we can have something that
If y'all want to
already
hear
kinda
Oz's
know.
opinion.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Y'all already know about. So spread peace, spread love, drop the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this with your friends. Hopefully we will open everybody's minds up. So that's just gonna wrap up this podcast today. Like I said, there will be definitely links in the description to our main accounts. That is disgusting.
Good. You
To
niggas
the way
Fuck no. I love arrangement. I'm like that.
Man, y'all niggas,
we need to end that on.
y'all niggas tripping, bro.
We need to end on that.
Good.
That's something else. But other than that, it is that has been podcast 2.
Oh yeah, we out.
Gotta give me a little time, cause my heart fucked up. When I get all drunk, I think about bad stuff. Shit, I just wanna shoot and kill. I used to pop a lot of pills for my pain.